I'm Thuran Q. Ramacharaka. This video has to do with getting life in order. Why make such a video? Because most people have whatever conditions that involve life being difficult. In many cases, difficulty with life involves some kind of a neurotic response to life, in the least. And affairs get out of whack. So, instead of saying, well, self-mastery is in order here, let's just call it getting life in order is in order. Because self-mastery sometimes might sound to a person whose life is pretty, out of whack. Self-mastery is way off yet. I just need to get my life in order, So, let's just say this is about getting life in order. Now, if you get your life in order, it's a good idea to start with getting your mind in order. Usually the rest then will follow. Sometime. So when your mind is out of order, it's kind of hard to figure out how to get it into order because it's out of order. Kind of has an out of order sign on it. It's not working well. Usually it has to be working kind of well in order to figure out how to make it work well. So here, I'll give you a tip. Probably one of the first things to get in order, or to get under control a bit, in order to get other things under control, under your control or in order. Let's stick with the in order terminology. Probably the first thing to address, the first thing to get in order a bit, in order to get other things into order, mentally, is your attention, your ability to focus. Now, of course, that ability requires some other stuff, It requires doing some of these other things, getting some other mental things in order to have better control over attention. But some level of attention should be addressed first. Development of an increased level of attention should be one of the initial things to address in order to get some of the other stuff in order, which will then help your attention further. See, all of these things play on each other. All of these little self-mastery things, or getting life in order things, getting your mind in order things, they help each other out. So which one to get at first in order to help the other things work better together? Attention. Well, what's an easy way? Well, none of it's easy. But what's a good way, an effective way, an efficient way to start getting your attention under some control, under some better control, so you can focus on doing other things that'll help get your mind in order? Well, pick one of the videos here in this playlist that appeals to your interest. Review these. They're short. They're short videos. Look through them. Watch them. Listen to them. Pay attention to them. Focus your mind on what you're hearing. You have something visual to look at and something to listen to at the same time here in this video format. So do that. Focus. Take the opportunity while reviewing these videos to pick one, with the goal to pick one that's going to be easy for you at first, one that's going to be simple for you, and that you have interest in. While you're doing that, while you're selecting one, take the opportunity to give all the clutter and chatter in your mind a break. Give it a break by focusing your attention to the best of your ability on watching the video and listening to what I'm saying. Use that as an initial attention controlling technique. Right there. Just that. There are plenty of videos here. At this point, there's, I don't know, there are about 30 or so. There's plenty of material here. And none of it's very long. So take the opportunity to focus your attention. Hone in. Zero in on just two things at first. Just two things. Just to make this easy. Listening to what I'm saying and watching me say it. Watch my facial expressions. I mean, watch carefully. Take note to what's going on. Look at the background. Look what's back here. Look what's back here. But most of all, focus on my face. Look me in the eye. And listen to what I'm saying. Listen to it. I mean, consider the meaning of what I'm saying. To the best of your ability. Just focus in. Focus in. When other thoughts arise, when your mind gets distracted, just focus back on what I'm saying and what you're seeing in the video. Keep both senses involved. Your auditory sense and your visual sense. Just easily do this. Relax. Relax. Stay calm. Don't get too excited. Feel confident about yourself here. You know, get doubt out of the way by invoking a slight feeling of confidence that one of these videos is going to be the one that you can start with. And when you figure it out, when you find one that you're interested in, and that you feel that you can focus on carrying through with, whatever the instruction is. Some way of implementing it. Some way of doing what's being suggested to do. And then decide to go ahead and make a practice out of what's suggested. And do a little of that each day. Give yourself at least 21 days with just that. Every day. A little bit of practice. Each day, just repeat the same practice each day for at least 3 weeks. And if it's starting to help with your, excuse me, with both your ability to attend to something and form a habit, a good mental habit, as well as with whatever the content of that video is, whatever the goal of that is, then keep on doing it after that 21 days. Keep on doing it, and maybe add in something else here from another video in his playlist. Just keep practicing. But the point again is, probably the first thing to get a little bit of control over, to get in order, is your ability to mentally attend to things, to be more focused. And remember, control over attention, or better focus, applies at many levels in life. It has to do with the things you focus on in general in life. And while you're focusing on any of those given things, focus on those things at the time and not on other things. And it applies at the moment-to-moment level as well. Continually honing in on just what you're doing. Counting out other thoughts, counting out distractions by just focusing back in. Just keep honing in on what you're doing. You get a bit of this attention control under your belt, you see. Then you can get other things in order, because attention is one of the main basic one of the fundamental tools for getting your mind in order. I'm Tharanki Ramanchuraka. Be well.